Now, the Central Bureau of Investigation is conducting a crime scene recreation as part of its probe into the death of Twisha Sharma. Investigators are at the residence of Giribala Singh, where key events related to the case allegedly took place on the night of 12th May. And as a part of the reconstruction exercise, officials have prepared a dummy representing Twisha Sharma. The dummy will first be weighed using a weighing machine brought to the location by the police personnel. Investigators will then use it to recreate the sequence of events and examine various aspects of the case. The CBI has also obtained fresh details from the interrogation of the prime accused, Samarth Singh, regarding his movements after her death. Samarth had remained in Bhopal for 2 days after Twisha's death before leaving for Jabalpur and then eventually surrendering in the Jabalpur court. The CBI is now probing on the possible suspects who may have assisted Samarth when he was absconding. The investigators are now probing who provided him accommodation, transport or any other logistical support in Bhopal and Jabalpur. My colleague Sneha Koshi is joining me right now to get us more details and insight on the story. Sneha, we have been keeping a close track of all aspects of Twisha Sharma's death case. What we are looking at right now on our screens are the reconstruction by the CBI of Twisha Sharma's alleged suicide. What do we know about the reconstruction and the investigation so far, Sneha?
Well, Samya, a couple of things which are important. One is both Giribala as well as Samarth are present on the location. What is also being told by Samarth, according to sources to the CBI, is about how Twisha was taken down. That's also an important part. Those are the visuals on the screen where the CBI is at the location where Twisha was found and how she was taken down. This is also part of the crime recreation scene where a whole lot of allegations against Giribala and Samarth have emerged. One of them being how Giribala and Samarth did not reach out to the police, one. Two, about how they brought the body down, but there were protocols which were completely violated in terms of taking her to the hospital, the time and the time count that have a complete mismatch in terms of what they are claiming to be the time vis-a-vis what the doctors are claiming to be the time of when the body was brought to the hospital. So that is also something that will have to be corroborated. There are also testimonies of the accounts that have come up from Twisha's family of abetment to suicide. That's also something that the CBI is probing at this case. And Giribala as well as Samarth's role in that is also going to be probed, and therefore this crime recreation and Samarth and Giribala's account is also very crucial. Right now, CBI on the location. Remember, a whole lot of furore was over how the FIR was done in a manner that kind of tried to subvert the system, hide the crime as it were. There were a whole lot of allegations against the police of trying to play down what really happened in terms of the testimonies that were also taken. So all of those being big concerns that now possibly will get addressed as the CBI has taken over. The CBI probe also came amid a whole lot of hue and cry, demands for an independent probe. It was a post-mortem that was demanded by the family as well as the CBI probe. The CBI probe underway right now. The crime recreation, very important, as both Giribala and Samarth are present.
Absolutely, Sneha. But as far as the ongoing investigation is concerned, now that both Giribala Singh and Samarth Singh are in custody, how are they cooperating with the ongoing investigation? Do we know about how they were responding as far as interrogation is concerned? We are also looking at several aspects of this particular case where the investigation is also trying to piece together who were the ones helping Samarth Singh, be under the radar as far as Jabalpur is concerned or Bhopal is concerned. Take us through that aspect as well.
That's right, Samya. Let's just quickly give you an update of what's really happening at this point. One, there's a huge dummy that is being used, and if we can get those visuals out, if I can request my team to put those visuals of the dummy being taken in, that's important link to how the crime scene is being recreated, Samya. Especially because it's almost a human-sized dummy that is being created. Looks like it is the height of Twisha, tailor-made. Again, there was a controversy around the height of Twisha as well, of what was said by the family vis-a-vis what was entered in the FIR. So that's also something that is being probed right now. A dummy almost of the size of Twisha's height, which has been taken in by the police. So that is also being used as part of the crime recreation. Second aspect, Samya, is what you asked, how they are cooperating. We don't have details about that. But what we are being told is that one, Samarth is telling the CBI his account of how Twisha's body was brought down. Giribala is yet to be questioned in this place, but she's on the location, Samya.
Absolutely, Sneha. We are playing out these visuals on our screens right now. That clearly shows the CBI team over there with Samarth Singh present there. These are live shots that we are bringing to our viewers right now. And like my colleague Sneha said, we would want to put those visuals right away on the screen as far as bringing in that particular dummy of Twisha is concerned. Sneha, as far as the family is concerned, they had this demand of second autopsy. That has happened. They've carried out the last rites. How are they responding to the ongoing investigation? The family members are still maintaining that they don't believe that their daughter could have committed suicide.
I think the family right now is not coming out in the public, and that would essentially mean that they seem to be relieved with how things have happened. There's a second autopsy, a post-mortem that has happened, the last rites have happened, and all of this happened, Samya, amid a whole lot of showdown, a whole lot of questions that were being asked about how this was unfolding. You know, you had Giribala, the mother-in-law of Twisha, a judge, a retired judge who was also part of the consumer board, who was out making statements, character assassinations against Twisha, something very strongly objected by Twisha's brother, a serving major in the Indian Army, and that had made a whole lot of public furore, had created a whole lot of public furore. So eventually what did happen was Giribala's bail was cancelled. She was taken into custody. That was also something that the family had demanded, had moved on, saying that she has violated the conditions on which the bail was given. So if you're asking how is the family responding to them, we don't know directly, Samya, but it seems that the family is reposing faith in the manner in which this probe is underway, one with the CBI taking over, two with the post-mortem having been done, a second post-mortem having been done, and three, how Giribala's bail was cancelled. And of course the state, finally under a whole lot of pressure and brickbats, had actually made very strong arguments in the court about how Giribala was playing hide and seek with the law enforcers.
Absolutely, Sneha. There were also reports of the dowry demand at the time of the death. That is the another aspect as which the CBI teams are interrogating Giribala and the family members. Do we have any other information on that front? Has that been corroborated?
Samya, we don't have the official statement around it, but you know, as things did emerge in public, and that was about how there was a 2 lakh rupee demand which was made by none other than Giribala at the time of Vidai. And that was part of the FIR itself. The CBI FIR mentions this. So this is obviously under probe as well. There were also questions and statements about the family around the investments and the security deposits, safety deposits, which were in the name of Twisha, and about how the family wanted it to be transferred, how Giribala and Samarth, they wanted it to be transferred into Samarth or the in-laws' name. So that is also something, the allegation that is being looked into. Very, very strong allegations at this point. The family, Giribala and Samarth, had completely denied this. Giribala had in public completely denied this. But this is being probed, and these are the allegations that have actually surfaced after the CBI registered the FIR.